Hey everybody! Feels like spring out there, doesn't it? It sure does here where I am in New Jersey. So I have spring fever. If you have spring fever like I have spring fever, you're going to love this little project. Inexpensive way to turn old nursery pots, just run of the mill nursery pots from the garden center, into something really cute for the garden. Well, you don't want to put them in the garden necessarily, they're more for like the house or the porch. But we are going to decoupage some napkins onto flower pots. You saw me paint them white first. That's an important step that I want to mention very quickly because the white paint will make your pattern come through on the top of the pot there. So just pick some napkins, any old napkin. Oh yeah, that's a little meow from my buddy Gus, who you'll see right there. He never lets me get my work done in the basement. So hi Gus. Gus is here to say hi everybody. Hi Gus. Okay, bye Gus. So what you want to do with your napkins. This is an important step. You want to remove the extra ply. Sometimes napkins have 2 ply, sometimes they have 3 ply. As long as you remove most of the bulk, you'll be okay. Sometimes I don't actually get down to the base layer. Sometimes you can only really remove one of the plies if it's 3 ply. No big deal. Just remove as much bulk as you can. Use the decoupage, the Mod Podge, or sometimes you can even use watered down Elmer's glue. You saw me use water on a paper plate with the Mod Podge. I like to water mine down. And then take your napkin and just lay it on top. You don't have to be super duper fancy. You don't have to get all the creases out. It's kind of like a very cathartic thing because it is going to have bumps and you're going to have to be okay with it. I promise it'll come out looking really nice in the end. Just have fun with it. Pat it down. Do your thing. Do your thing. Get into the flow here. You'll see it rips here and there. No big deal. You can just take a little bit from the bottom and plug up all of the ripped areas and make it look nice. And really, it does not have to be perfect. That is the beautiful thing about this project. You can kind of be really messy, and it does not. In the end, the messy parts are the parts that stand out and make it look really good. It reminds me of those paper mache projects that I think we've all done when we were kids. So kind of takes you back to those days. So have fun with the Mod Podge. Just use it. Use the napkins. Decorate it. You can use all different, styles. You can mix and match like I do here. There is no wrong way to have fun with napkins and decoupage on nursery pots that probably would have ended up in the recycling bin anyway. So there is some dry time in between the decoupage and the paint, about 2 hours each time. But in my world, there's never dry time or downtime. I'm always up to something, doing something. And I took the opportunity to repot this plant here. That's Murphy Cat. He's just checking things out too. This is called a jewel orchid, and I thought it was way too pretty not to share with you guys. It looks like little lightning bolts have embedded themselves into the foliage of this plant. It is gorgeous, and it is a jewel orchid. Enjoy! A little tip here for when you're decoupaging. I thought this was a cool little trick I learned by watching another YouTuber along the way. You can use water and a paintbrush to make a clean edge on any decoupage project. Makes cleanup really easy and you don't rip your decoupage. Pretty cool. Here are the pots. They are completely dry, just napkins, decoupage, and white paint. You can leave it like this if you wish. Yeah, I'm not sure I love this one. We'll have to see in the end if I can like make this a little bit better. It's a little too clashy for me, but whatever. It's a flower pot. Okay, here is my next step that I like to do. You don't have to do this, but I do this because it adds another layer of protection. Just polyurethane it, water-based polyurethane, and let it dry. And while things are drying, this is what I do with my time. Iguana taming. Enjoy. I know, I know. You don't like any of us. I know you don't like any of us. What if I give you a peace offering? Come on. Can we be friends? Can we please be friends? Oh! You don't think the camera is your friend. Not today? Okay. If anybody wants to know the story of the iguana, leave me a message and I will include it in one of my other videos. It'll be a story for another day. So here we go with some little extra added flair. I like to embellish these pots a little bit more just because that's me. I like them to be a little fancy. So you can just use rickrack or lace or whatever you have on hand. I just happen to have this trim handy from other projects, so I thought it would look cute on the outside. I'm not going to put these pots out in the garden. Oh, I wanted to show you there. I start the embellishments in the trim like right in the area where there might be a seam, just to kind of keep all of the seams together. It's a sewing trick, tip, whatever. But I don't know, it just feels right to me. That's what I was pointing to. But yeah, I'm not going to put these out in the garden. These are going to go on my front porch, in the house, here, there, as little embellishments. And just to take things a little bit further over the top, I put a little bit of my decorative wax just for a little bling on the rim. And here they are, all finished, with some plants in there so you can see. Here is the one that I wasn't sure about. I'm still not sure about it, but I think they turned out pretty cute. I mean, you know, something fun to do, a crafty project you can do at home to kind of bring some festive joy into your everyday nursery pots. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed anything at all, then give me a thumbs up, leave me a message, a comment. I do read them, and I will get back to you. And I hope you all have a lovely week. Happy Monday, and I am glad to be back.